Good morning, everybody. It is Saturday, January 11th, 2020, and welcome to all of you. Happy Saturday. Just a reminder, we'll be cooking tonight, weather permitting, in Rancho Kitchen Stadium. Let me also thank those of you who were on the baking stream last night making the Australian Lamington cakes. They turned out great. I had one this morning. I'll probably show on cam later on with a live stream. But the best thing about that stream was the people that stepped up and told me and told the chat that they made a donation for Australian fire or animal relief. So thank you very much. That was very kind of you, and had a very excellent time making that. But it turned out to be a lot more complicated and a lot more challenging than I initially thought it would be, but the results were great. This morning, there's no doubt that probably the best known property in my corner of YouTube, in the bottom of YouTube community, is the Rancho. Everybody who's anybody has heard of or knows the Rancho here in Santa Rosa, California. And I had an interesting question. Rosie, do you ever anticipate doing any more major projects on the Rancho? Of course, when I got here, if you look at the video, my 5-year journey of restoring the Rancho from 2011 until about 2016, really the bulk of the work was done by 2014. That 2 to 3 year period, did the total gut and renovation of the main house here. Termite damage had to be remediated, roofs leaking, floors severely damaged, every bit of drywall was pulled off. There was closets put up, there were additional rooms made out of existing rooms, pantries, etc. And then I moved on to the Shine Shack, which was basically a derelict building that had been rented out with a piece of hanging drywall in the middle to rent it out as 2 apartment units, as you can imagine. And finally, I finished up with the bathroom renovation, converting the main Rancho bathroom from a bathroom that had a tub in it to one that had a barrier-free entry to the shower with a lowered floor, so it would never present an obstacle for Missy Jenn should the time come that she would ever need to use a wheelchair to access that. So it all turned out well, but not much has been done since then, right? Everything else has been travels and other ventures. So I was thinking today, I guess we all have a bucket list of things we would like to do, or we have a wish list of things that we would like to do on our property. And there were a couple things. I always had a dream of building a wood-fired oven, like a beehive or an Italian-style oven. I know I've talked about it for years on here, and have never made. And I would want one that's very well built and looks good too. It has to be aesthetically pleasing, and maybe one that's connected with the deck here, so it's integral to being on the deck. So you could use it as a outdoor fireplace in the cool months to sit there and enjoy a little fire there, and then have the ability to bake the bread or throw a pizza in. That would be great. Number 2, I always had a dream, since this is really just it's a big piece of land here, but it's a relatively small house, okay? And it just has two bedrooms in here. And when we have guests, we'll typically put them out in the Shine Shack. But I always had a dream of taking the whole south side and extending it down about 30, 40 more feet, and having a big master bedroom and bathroom there with a beautiful view. Have glass walls that you could look out into the garden area, and that would sort of enclose the center courtyard of the Rancho compound here. It would be kind of nice, and have a little center fire pit or something like that here. Would be kind of cool. So you asked, there it is. There's the things I like to. I don't want to put an RV park in the back and have the first RV park for Class Bs and camper vans, and I know tiki huts and hot tubs and hot babes on the weekend and boozing it up and tiki torches, the whole 9 yards. Man, that sounds good, though. To me, though, it sounds like too much work. Anyway, a girl can dream. Thanks for being with me on a Saturday. Don't forget, we'll be out there tonight doing our thing. Steak is back on the menu once again. Thanks, everybody. Thumbs up are appreciated.